What's up, my brothers and sisters? It's your boy Juice. So I think at this point, people got to realize that it's a show. It's all part of the show. From the shaman QB guy to Trump and January 6th to, I mean, you all do remember me making that video where I was like, they're not gonna pull a Waco, right? Because there's not gonna be no like a shootout or nothing, right? And then that Tuesday came that he was supposed to go to jail, and he didn't go to jail. But he was calling for protests, which I think is kind of weird. You know what I mean? It's like, but dude, you didn't even go to jail. Then he didn't even apologize for that or even acknowledge the past Tuesday that he didn't go to jail. It's almost like he never said that. But so I think that's kind of weird too. He could have at least said like, well, it turns out I'm not going to jail Tuesday, so y'all don't have to drive all the way from Texas or like Mississippi or whatever Republican city or state you're from, right? You don't have to drive like hundreds of miles or thousands, right, just to come protest to no protest. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't apologize for any of that or anything, right? And it's like not to mention it's like I don't even know if anybody showed up. They were showing pictures all over the internet that people had shown up. Like there was all these like Trump. Remember we went over that on my video, and it turned out that it was fake. There wasn't even anybody really there. That was from like a year before. So they were like lying and using footage from, but it's like he didn't acknowledge it either. He didn't say, "Oh man, these fake Democrats are trying to spread lies and say that I wanted to protest and another January 6th, right?" He didn't say no, and it very well may have turned violent and people may very well have shown up. That was a big oopsie. And then it turns out that he was going to be in Waco when Waco happened, like so many years later, which I thought was kind of weird. And yet here he is, right here. Is he going to jail this time, or is he getting arraigned, or like what's going on here? Like I don't understand like what's going on, right? And it's like he can't possibly be in court for Stormy Daniels. I mean, come on. That's it? Like that's what you did, dude? Right? You made a naughty. You did a naughty. He did a oopsie. He didn't just have a first lady, he had a second lady. Like that's his own personal business. That's not a crime. That may be a divorce, but I don't know about a crime. That may be used against him in divorce court, but I don't know about a crime, right? I mean, unless they mean like prostitution. But, not to mention, it's like, didn't she sign a contract and she was paid money? You're not supposed to talk. Remember, that's a break in that voids everything because you signed a contract. Yeah, that's how that works. That means whatever you say is voided anyways. Right? You signed a contract, remember? That means that whatever you say is voided and I paid you. So, wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I think at this point, people who are Trumpers got to realize that it's part of the show. Can't you see that they want you to protest and turn violent? Of course, I don't think people are going to realize that because, they have a hard time letting go. I got into like a little argument with my pops the other day because I was, he was talking to me about the economy and I was like, man, the economy's gone to shit. America's done. You're not going to work, you're going to slave. There's two different things. Working means gaining money and coming back and having leisurely activities and getting to relax, right? When you don't have that anymore and you're struggling to pay for groceries and pay for your bills, that's called slaving. There's a big difference. You're going to work just to make money to get bread. That's called a slave, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And then it's like, by now, you guys got to realize this country's done. The economy's falling. He's not going to come back and save this place. And even if he did, by the time next, just like how much longer do we have until we have like a one world system supposedly, right? Weeks, months, bro, you're too late. There he is, Trump. He's got his own plane. Trump. Why can't he just pay him off? Trump.